So, Mr. Gheorghiu, this is the last official game from Bobby Fischer?
Last official game from Bobby, yes.
And you said,
unfortunately,
yes. But you
they
said
played their second match, the revenge match in Yugoslavia in '92. Because of this match, everything happened afterwards. It was during the war against Yugoslavia, and they proposed, the millionaire from Serbia proposed a match between Spassky and Bobby. Bobby accepted. The American officials told him not to play. Finally he agreed to play the match, which is a political mistake, of course. And he won the match brilliantly, but what happened afterwards was really very sad, that they were hunting him all over the globe like this, and he found refuge in Iceland. And there he didn't play afterwards. He became ill, and finally he died in Iceland.
But who hunted him? The
Americans.
The Americans.
Yes. It was very unpleasant and very sad.
So this game.
So the game was very, very tactical. Spassky played against the King's Indian Zemish variation, which is very tactical and very dangerous for both. And Fischer played a brilliant game, and finally he won a fantastic game in their last encounter.
Even so, it seemed that maybe white was a favorite.
Well, this is theory, Okay. I played. You remember, I played a lot of games for white, and a lot of games that I won brilliantly also. The game is very unclear and is very important theoretically, this one also, H5 is the last possibility theoretically to play something new for black, you see. Well, H5. You stop the idea from white immediately and you see what happens later on. But it's very complicated and it's very unclear until the end, you see. It's possible that white could play a little bit better, but the way they played was okay for black, even if it seemed in one moment that it was very, very dangerous for black, you see. We'll see. Knight c1, knight d7 is very logical. Black plays always counterplay on the black squares until the end, you see. So, okay, a5. Here he changed the idea, and usually if you have the knight in f6, you play rook b8 and b5. This is the idea for black. Here he changed the idea for black and he played a5. Now he doesn't realize the normal line with b5, but he has some other possibility on the black squares. Okay, a5 is a good move. Now he prepares to play a4 immediately. So white stops this and plays himself a4. So now, after a4, knight b4, no? That was the line, no?
Yes,
knight b4, yes. Bishop e2, yeah? And now he prepares the idea with c5, you see, always on the black squares, to open the diagonal. But that, after b6, white has time to come on the other side, you see. It seems it's very dangerous for black, because if you open the position like this, everything can happen against the black king, you see.
So, but the white doesn't castle here? Doesn't?
No, he wants to attack immediately. So he took in g4. He agreed to open the position. Look, it's very unclear. If you look at the position, you think that black has problems, you see. So, okay, c5. And, of course, he pushes, no?
Yes.
He took, and now, finally, knight c5. Okay. He did everything on the queen side, has a very good counter chance on the other side here, with the two knights. But it seems white has a strong initiative against the king, you see.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, knight d5, normal. Okay, bishop b7, normal again, you see. You have to get rid of the other knight, you see. And now white tries to do something quickly, very quickly, against the king, you see. So he sacrificed something for a very strong attack, it seems.
Yeah.
It's okay, but Bobby took the knight, Yeah, he opens the line. Now again, you have to be very careful because, he threatens h6, f6, rook g1, everything is, against the king.
Yeah.
So now bishop takes, again, normal, takes, and now he took the pawn. Yeah. He agrees to
took everything.
Yeah, he took everything to see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right. So now, king f1. Okay. Everything. I mean, he plays, like at the casino, everything is,
So he even offered
he gives everything, for the
big
last
attack.
chance, So,
But why he moved the king here?
well, he has to move the king anyway. After rook b1, for instance,
Yes.
bishop c3 check is enough to, to defend. After bishop c3, he has the bishop, and he has a piece up, with black. It is probably enough to win.
Yeah.
King h8, and he has time to go away with the king, and probably is okay for black. So here the last hope, okay. King f1, queen d7, again, very strong move. He attacks with tempo, the pawn from f5. So what to do?
Why with tempo?
Because if I give you queen takes f5 check against the king, it's finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
And that was a very unpleasant surprise, because after king d7, you have to lose a tempo here with white. The only good move to have time to defend the pawn is to play queen b1. But after queen b1, you lose the rook.
Yeah, you cannot defend two pieces.
Yeah,
yes.
So he has time to take in f1. Now it seems again almost decisive, the check in g1.
Almost,
But again, black has this very good defense, Move by move, Check, king h8, check with tempo, And now
Yes.
f6, okay. Now f6. The only move, but it's good enough. Again, you have to look the weakness from b5, from f5, because if he has time to give one check, it's again finished, So what to do? Queen b1 again. And now after queen b1 is finished. Rook g8. You look at the position. Black has rook up.
Rook up, yes.
Yeah. Now the only move here, if you don't resign immediately, is to play rook g6. And after rook g6, to close a little bit the position, with the last hope to arrive with the queen, take the bishop, the knight from c5, and have time to play queen c1 with the idea queen next h6 check. That was,
Yes.
But it's too late.
Looks
Rook
dangerous.
h6. Now he has to take only with the pawn from h5, because if he takes with f, after queen h3 check, he resigns. Yeah. So you have to take now king g7. And it's finished, because now rook h8 comes and it's finished. So Bobby, as always, he realized, the danger. He defended very well, and he won in a very convincing way.
He accepted every gift from Spassky.
Even after 20 years, Bobby was unbeatable. He demonstrated clearly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
sad enough, that was his last game. It was really the last game from Bobby. Yeah.
Moving the king and winning.
Right.
Yeah. Beautiful. Nice. All
Somehow the defense, succeeded.
Defending and winning.
Defending, right.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mr.
So the
Gheorghiu.
last two games were very important theoretically and very, unusual, because it happened that black won brilliantly both games against the Zemish. Usually the Zemish wins against the King's Indian, but here in these two games from Kasparov and Fischer, black took the revenge and won convincingly. Very nice two games against the Zemish. A very good revenge.
So
somehow.
it can happen like that also.
Yeah, right.
Nice. Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
You're welcome.